Yeah. I do this stuff. I work on. I work for this one lady. She's got like half an acre, but she's got an orchard, 35 trees and chickens and stuff. And she's just like it's much like here, only without the wood chips. And the trees are a lot harder to work on because they're so high.
Yeah.
Compared to being so low to the ground.
It's so convenient, man.
I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna send her a bunch of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it's just I can reach everything. You know, it's just so much easier to work. You know, and
well, yeah, and like she had, because I don't do all the pruning and stuff there. She had these other girls pruning for 2 days. Crap, she could have done it all by herself almost from the ground.
Well, that's what I stand on the ground and do it all from the ground.
Like you say, you just go over there and knock the nubs off, basically.
Yeah, during the growing, cause, I don't want that to develop, so I just rub them off when they're little. You know, again, when you think about the logic, why take all the energy to create all this growth, wood and leaves you're going to cut off later, that shade your fruit? I mean, it makes no sense.
Well, and then you're going to get up there and on a ladder and cut
and then try to reach it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense. Why let it happen at all? If it doesn't belong, get it out up front.
Yeah, and why expend all that additional energy?
Yeah, and it takes energy from the tree to create all that wood and leaves you're going to cut off. I mean, it's just, again, this whole concept of thinking.
Well, the whole concept of like food and like the amount of effort that you have to go to get it. Like why, like you say, God meant us to. The birds don't have to.
Nothing in nature sweats it. You know, it's only us. It's crazy. It's totally crazy.
Grapevine. Yeah.
And see this willow tree. See what a nice place this makes for the chickens for shade and then protection from the eagles and hawks.
They eat the ends of the willow.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you can see all the ends all eaten off. You know.
They keep the willow trim.
And you know what
Have you seen? Do you watch? We just went to Sharon and I just the biggest little farm.
I love that film. Yeah, that is so awesome. Because they really show life. You know, tenacity. They stuck it with it. They didn't give up, and they totally won. I love that film. It's so real.
Yeah.
It was such an awesome film.
It does. It hits all your emotions.
It does, you know.
Inspiration as well.
Yeah. And they do everything right. They have a home birth. I mean, they just do it right. Yeah. It's just, I'm serious. They really got it. You know, and again, just they came from a motel in LA, you know, and just like completely like in the natural, like really. And they got it. They had this really
70 acres of the
soil, that apricot-lane soil was just
land.
Oh, and I love it. It was just compacted clay and rock at the end. Beautiful black, awesome stuff under cover crops. Yeah, just and then the first crop was all eaten by birds. They couldn't sell, and then but they stayed with it. They were tenacious, and it's just, to me, it just really speaks volumes to a culture that doesn't understand that.
Well, they've got this concept. Everything is instantaneous.
Yeah, and it's not real.
His dog, Todd, inspired him.
I know.
By waiting.
I know.
I would wait,
yes.
And I would wait for a creative solution to come. Basically, exactly the message.
Same as you.
Yeah. And you know, again, the coyotes were killing all their chickens. I mean, they just had all those issues, but they totally stayed with it and just, you know, totally overcame. It was. I love that film.
And the humor when he's like, we go from what to do with the coyotes to not having enough coyotes to help with the gopher population.
Yeah, right.
We bring in the owls as part of bringing forest and farming, but it was just so beautiful.
I know. Oh yeah.
Have you seen? You haven't seen that yet?
Yeah, it's really.
The biggest little farm.
Really, we're seeing. It's a significant film. So good.
Over 10 years, but you just feel because they, you know, the hardships they go through, and then what to sort of work with, how to work with.
And there are quite a few people that would have given up.
Oh yeah, I think most everybody would. The common.
Yeah.
But what I said is this: it was tenacity, and just stick with it. They didn't give up, and just always came back and just kept pursuing. I mean, it was just, to me, such a powerful demonstration. So
illustration, just like the tree.
Yeah.
Just like the fruit tree. So it's just an illustration of sticking with stuff. And check that out.
So, if you want a nice garden, and you have some time, here's how you establish it. You see that building over there? That was my first chicken pen. And this place that you're standing on was my original chicken pen. And one day my wife says, I want an herb garden. I'm looking around at my yard, I'm thinking like an herb garden. And I'm thinking of the work it's going to take to rip out all this grass and start some, and I knew what the soil was here because of the chickens. because of what that is. And I says, you know what? I'm just going to move the chickens down. This will be the herb garden. So I'm just telling you, if you want a really nice garden, put chickens on it for about 10 years. They will develop the most amazing soil that you could never do on your own, and then just move them and just use that space for a garden. Because
like it's just so funny because like even some of the places we go in and work, it's like we buy soil to bring in and lay down lawn and stuff like that. Like sometimes the soil is better than you can buy that they have.
Yeah, right. Well, again, the stuff they sell you, nothing grows in. It stands on that lot for a whole year with no weeds.
Well, I buy stuff from a place. It's called Stanhope Organic Farms. It's a dairy farm, and what they do is they process all these wood chips, like big logs and trees and all plant debris basically, but weeds as well. So they process this through a chipper, and then it goes up and it gets put in the cattle bin, and then it gets pushed down, and then they take it into a building, and it's the only place in Victoria or on the island that basically the soil won't. All the other places process soil so quickly that the weeds just thrive in it, and it's already got weeds in it when they deliver it to you. But their stuff, you can't. Weeds, there's no weeds, like if you cover the soil, there's no weeds will grow in that soil. They bring it up to 90 degrees C in a huge building, and they use compressed air to basically drive air through it and ventilate it, but it's brought up to 90 degrees C for about basically 17 days.
Wow.
And then it's rerun through the chipper, and then it becomes it's super
good soil, yeah.
Nutrient rich stuff. If
Great.
You dump it on,
what a great resource you have. That's awesome.
Stuff will grow like crazy. But I use that stuff though, and I ground it up into the soil this year. And if I had just laid it on top,
the best,
like you said, it would have been way better. And like I'm talking to Sharon about it. I'm like, oh, the plants aren't doing like they came up and kind of thrived, and then they just stopped growing. And it was just like, it was like after watching the other thing, it's like, oh, it's depleting the nitrogen in the soil.
Well, see, the soil has to digest it.
Yeah.
You see, when you put something in, it's got to break it down, and so it stresses it.
Yeah.
When you lay it on top, and the composting process is releasing nutrients.
Yeah.
It's feeding the soil. I mean, it's just again, you look at God, how He made it. It's so genius. It's such a great idea, you know.
I remember you were talking in the documentary about how vegetables grow within a week, as to like our carrots have been. They're a month, and they're like the longer it takes, the tougher they get.
They're like this big.
So, but when you were saying about things should grow fast, it's not this within a week or something. It's just funny in that way too. Going, wow, this is really taking a while.
Well, I think you know when food grows fast, it's tender and sweet.
Yeah.
If things go slow, it's tough and bitter.
Yeah.
It's so obvious,
so relevant,
so real.
Yeah.
You said that
and then
really
it's the same as like, but now I'm kind of watching, like just one of the other videos that you were talking about was just like how love and that growth happens, and that really trying to watch everything that we eat, make sure that it's loved, because if it's not love, then it's
toxic.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
We have to head out, actually, but I just want to say thank you so much. This is really awesome.
You're so welcome. Bless you.
Appreciate your time
Glad you could come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Glad
and your
you could
generosity
come.
with
You're
your time and your fruit.
My pleasure. Glad to do it.
It's the little
Oh,
token of
thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it. You're welcome. Bless you. Have a nice, safe trip home.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was just awesome just being able to come here and just hang out with you and just spend some time and actually walk the yard and see what it's like.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you could.
Yeah.
Well, my sense is I want people to get how easy this is.
Yeah.
It's really not hard.
Yeah.
And we don't need to work so hard. It's much simpler,
The message is just exactly, it's so much, so often, as you say, it's doing things that are just, and counterproductive.
Yeah.
Like I love that story with the worms. You're like, not only were you working hard,
but I was
and not
killing all
getting
my
it,
worms.
You're killing what could have
would have made it right,
did go on to help you. So those kind of
make it hard.
epiphanies of going, oh, yeah, exactly, of how did I miss this, or, very
But one of my
inspiring.
one of my good friends who we kind of work together. He's a tree guy and
Arborist. Huh?
yeah,
Cool.
arborist and tree guy. And he's got a bucket truck and he's got the thousands of dollars worth of chipper equipment.
Yeah.
And he needs a place to dump his chips. So I'm gonna
Help him out. Yeah.
I'm gonna help him out.
Yeah.
Say,
Just
hey,
bring all your stuff here. I'll use it.
Bring a few of your chips here, and we'll be delighted to have them.
Well, they just. I mean, to me, it's like a major resource. It's just such a blessing to have.
Yeah.
People always ask, how much would you? I says, how much money you want in the bank? I mean, it's like a major, asset. Can't get too many.
So we want to gift you too.
Well, thank you so much.
Like I
Appreciate
said, I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for the people that you help out. Like, like it's just it's a gift. It's like coming on here. It's like walking into like just a gift and peace. So.
The peace is significant. I feel so thankful.
Yeah.
No one can deny the peace. I mean, it's so.
Even the chickens, like everything.
Yeah, everything's a peace. Again, to me, that's you can't create that.
You can't. No.
That is a gift, and I feel so thankful. Like what a pleasure. Yay, God.
Just like we drive up, it's like, it was like, almost like a bit of coming home because we'd already seen you and heard you and that.
Yeah.
So it was like we'd already met you.
I've seen this place before, yeah.
Yeah. This is familiar in the nicest of ways.
This guy here, he really does a nice thing. You know what? You know what's so cool about this is that I did none of this. Someone paid for the film, had it made.
Yeah.
Someone wrote a book, and he comes and does all this for me. I love God. He's so fun to work with. He pays all the bills. He arranges everything for you, and you just get to enjoy the benefits.
And sharing it with the world.
I know, but my point is I don't do any of it.
It's coming to you.
I don't. It's coming to me, which makes it so easy. And again, I could have never financed that film or done all this. I can't do what he's doing, but it's so cool how it just all comes.
How it flows.
When you're aligned.
Yeah. Alignment is so cool.
Anyways, what a gift. Thank you
Well,
very much.
thank you so much. I so appreciate you coming. Yeah, bless you.
Paul. Yes,
Just bless you
continue to
guys.
just do all that you're doing and
thank
share
you
it.
for doing what
Yeah,
you
exactly.
do.
Yeah.
Anything that puts it out in the world, exactly, for others to be inspired to. I mean, we're all one planet. Anyone that can get onto the simplicity.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.